Big up Spurs fans near and far with your boy Deji Spurs and my bro Cass. I told you this is a new show reaction. Win, lose or draw. We are going to be showing face. And I'm not going to lie to you. I thought that game was dusty. In fact, one of the worst games that I've seen so far this season. The only saving grace in this match before I introduce Cass is that it's official. Manchester United is one dusty team. That team is crap because with all of the players out, with all of the new players Spurs have brought in, that's what Manchester United could muster. So before we get into it, Cass, what are you saying, bro? Are you in agreement with me?
We're a mid-table club. You heard it here first. We're no better than a mid-table club. We're Chelsea, and they might be better than us. That's a reality. And you know what? I can't even be shameless no more. Well, I don't know what anyone wants me to say anymore. Yeah, this bald prick, just needs to get out of my club. Yeah, he needs to get the hell out. Yeah, and Ineos need to start shaking their bums if they think that this season's ever going to get saved, because it's not. And I'm going to get told, oh, but you know, who else is available? I don't care. Bring in Wayne Rooney as caretaker. I don't care. Just get this. When you bring on Scott McTominay, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know about how much you value. I am convinced Scott McTominay has got Ten Hag's nudes. I'm convinced. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah. Honestly, when he didn't start with McTominay, I thought, okay, my man's obviously been watching the show. He watched the preview show when we were kind of putting it out with you on a Monday the other day. But to be honest with you, apart from the goals, you really didn't do much in the game.
No, you know what it was. You know what it was. It was both sides. You had. By the way, we'll talk about Brendan Johnson, how shit he is. Yeah, but it was little key moments. Yeah, Rashford giving it to I think McTominay. Yeah, or Rashford like just lashing it with his left foot, or at the end McTominay with that header. It's not like you created anything. The thing is, you were comfortable. You had to limit chances. It's as simple as that.
When we talked about more ball possession, we had that. We had it in abundance in the second half. I think for me, if Kulusevski plays, you lot get boxed in that game. Let's just be real. We were missing one more piece of quality. I thought Pedro Porro was immense. I thought defensively we were all right. You got to remember that Romero, Van der Ven are just coming back. They've just come back from injury. Big up to everyone in the chat. But for me, I just felt that Werner didn't believe himself. I mean, every time he got the ball on the left, he was like, oh, no, I got the ball. Oh, no, what should I do? Oh, let me get rid of the ball. Let me get rid of the ball. And Brennan Johnson, I have to say, Brennan Johnson, I need to be careful what I say because we're going to have receipts here. But you look like you're afraid to touch your other half, mate. This brother is always backing out, pulling out. He's pulling out FC. Just go through with the ball. What are you scared of? Brennan Johnson proved to me today he's a coward. Because if he was on it, and if it's football, you're going to get challenged. You're going to get tackled. But if you're not on it, bro, then why are you on the pitch? Because I just think if Brennan Johnson just had a bit more oomph, man, we would have got in behind your lines, I thought, and then we would have battered you up. I mean, Wan-Bissaka at left back, you knew it was long. Has that happened before, though, Cass? I've never seen that.
Never seen it. So that was new. I don't know I don't know why he thought, yeah, you know what I need to do? I need to lock up Brennan Johnson. I'm thinking, no. But maybe he thought, I need to give security for Rashford to do whatever he wants down the left because that guy wasn't pressing for nothing. Yeah. Well, he was lazy. The guy's lazy. I'm telling you now, people need to realize Marcus Rashford is shit. I've been telling people for ages.
It's a good goal, though. It was a good finish.
Yeah, that's nice. What else did he do? You know, he could have sealed the game for us, but no.
Yeah, we had him in our pocket, to be fair. Look, I thought the game was dusty. Big up to everyone in the chat. Your hair today says Brennan Johnson needs to get a job. Yeah, subpar performance. He was subpar. He just doesn't want it. I thought Richarlison did a great job. He worked hard. He was a menace. He was getting on everyone's nerves, and he got his goal. And that's all I can ask for Richarlison. With the lack of creativity in midfield, but we had a midfield of we had a midfield of Skip and Højbjerg and Bentancur, and we were
still dominated.
And we still dominated the game, bro. We still dominated the game. I mean, I'm pissed because Werner and Brennan Johnson just didn't want it. Both of them gave a waste man performance. But apart from that, I can't even complain with the rest of the team. And given the circumstances, it's official. We know Tottenham Hotspur at this moment in time is much better than Manchester United. I thought your doggy had Garnacho on lock. I don't think Garnacho got past your doggy the whole game.
He did.
He had him on toast.
He did still.
Oh, he did. He did a couple times.
He did still. Did a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
Couple times.
It
was a good battle. It was a good battle, though.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah. I don't want to hear about this. Oh, dominated. We dominated. Because how many points did you get for domination, bro? Everyone knows how Man United play. Yeah, Man United not playing for no domination, no domination and nothing. This is how we play. Unfortunately, yeah, we can't defend, right? And we lost. The first goal was bad defending, yeah, not marking the players, not spotting the danger. The second one switched off from the front, from the kickoff and whatnot. This is the typical things that United do on a regular basis. So obviously, the excuse you're not going to come with is that, oh, we haven't got our best players and this, that, that. But I've seen you lot full strength. I've seen you lot do this shit against Palace and that. You know what I mean? So realistically, yeah, a draw is a fair result. We've had chances to win it. And yeah, man, this Ange ball you lot been bigging up and talking about, yeah, it's just a style of play. I don't see anything outstanding. Yeah, it's just a style of play.
I think, Traps, though, you might be a little bit disingenuous there because there was a couple of things with the Ange ball today. First and foremost, you got to remember we've got 4 of our main brothers missing, in the sense of no Basuma, no Sarr, no Madders, no Son. These are big players for any club. Then Romero and Van de Ven, who were playing today, they've just come back from injury.
I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing these mad excuses.
Settle, do our thing. We've gone away to Old Trafford and we've bossed the game. The only thing for me that was missing was that Werner and Brennan Johnson weren't on it. They don't like the physical game. And for me, if you don't like the physical game, if you don't like getting stuck and getting in people's faces, then what you doing in the Prem? Go to Spain, innit? Or go to Germany, innit? Or go and play in the Italian league. But don't come to the Prem and be playing this idiot thing where as soon as someone gets close to you, oh, we got to give it away like it's some sort of primary school game. That was the only thing missing for me from my Tottenham team. But I guess for you, man, who are fairly full strength at home, it was pretty dusty. I know what you're saying. You got the result.
When you say fairly full strength, what do you mean?
Bro, who was missing?
When you look, bro, when you look at
who was missing?
Right, cool. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. No, because all these narratives I'm not going to run.
No, but
here.
I'm just saying.
Let me ask you a couple of questions here. What do you think our starting our best 11 is?
The team that you started with in the first half. Højlund up top.
You know what? There's no point. This is me. This is a meaty skirmish. Yeah, we're talking. This is a meaty skirmish. Traps, yeah. They dominate. Look, think of it like this, yeah. Imagine imagine Bruno Fernandes of 2021, yeah. Right, you ain't got him as your creative you ain't got him as your creative spark. Then let's say you're missing somebody else, another creative spark. Let's say at that point, let's say Rashford is out, and at this point you have to play someone like Dan James. That's what Brennan Johnson is a mixed race Dan James, yeah. So you got that going on. You got to play a team that it's good at home, you know. You don't know, against big teams, they seem to do something at home, even though they're a bit garbage. What would I liken that to? I don't know what team I'm going to liken it to. You still control the game and manage to even get a point out of that. You're taking it when you know that your guy's ill. Think about it. If you used to go away to Chelsea and we needed the points, but your creative sparks out, you're going to take that point. As much as the chest that you had no creativity. You think about it this way here. Big boy Bruno Fernandes, the one that these Man United top Reds love. Where was he today? He got dominated by Skip, Højbjerg, and granted Bentancur I thought was amazing. Yeah, we got Wolves next. Watch us get bad. We're gonna get touched up Prince Andrew Epstein settings. Trust me, we're gonna be on the island. That's where we're going to be. And guess what? No contact. And we're going to go back. And guess what? Nothing's changed because the billionaires don't give a shit upstairs about this club. That's it. So I hope these so-called billionaires are trying to rectify it at our club, you know, called Ineos, called Sir Jim Ratcliffe, because this is diabolical. This is bin juice.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say in it. Like I said, there's all things, there's changes going on. So I don't have an opinion on any of that stuff at the minute because there's nothing changed at the minute. They're in the process of doing what they're doing. Jim Ratcliffe's come around today, watched the game and whatnot. That's the first time he's been seen about in the game and whatnot. So here we are in it. We're here. Like, so I don't know. I don't know about any of this. I mean, this is the thing. Wolves, we could talk about Wolves. We might get battered at Wolves, but here's the thing. I cannot tell you what's going to happen because we are not predictable. We're not predictable. We're just anything right now.
What I kind of agree. I mean, if you look at today's game and if we just kind of dissect the game just a little bit, I thought that you guys started off well, and then you got the early goal, which was brilliant. The one thing though that was quite worrying for me, if I was a United fan, is the fact that you let Tottenham come back so quickly. You got the goal. This is your opportunity now to maybe get the second, maybe, you know, just really grab the game by its neck, even have a bit of the ball, maybe make Tottenham run about a bit. You didn't do it. Corners. In fact, the one thing I would say, even with Big Varane at the back, you looked vulnerable with the corners coming into the box. Every time Tottenham had a corner, I was thinking, wow, we could actually get a goal. We could score here. And then you went 2-1 up. You know, there was a moment in time again in the half. And Rashford was getting he was doing all right. He was giving Porro, stretching him, found the space, got the goal to make it 2-1. And you guys held on. Let's be real. You held on for life to the end of the first half. Bro, I think you had a shot on goal within the first 10 seconds. And within 40 seconds of that, we've equalized and then the game done. And for me, I just felt like from a mentality perspective, is that worrying signs for you, man? That
mentality,
twice. Thinking about the Aston Villa game, because no, man told me about the Aston Villa game.
It could have been literally something similar to that game in terms of we could have went 3-2 up very easily. Yeah, it could have been something like that, but it didn't. It's mate, the mentality of this thing top to bottom from these players to the manager is dusty, bro. It's done out. What is it? What positives? I do wonder what these top four Reds positives are going to be. I do wonder because I'm yet to know. I don't know what the hell. This team is so shit, man. I'm just so. You know what it is? I'm so bored of them, Deji. You know what it is? Whenever I see this team, I'm just bored of looking at the same crappy names that have been here for years. What am I meant to be excited about? Luke Shaw being here 10 years. That absolute dusty guy, bro. Am I meant to be excited when I see Rashford when he runs into people and can't make simple decisions? The only thing I got really excited today about was Højlund, about him getting a goal and an assist. And some of his passes were absolutely, I was thinking, okay, you know what? Fair enough. Did he get any? What service did he get? Other than that, did he get anything? Because last time I checked, it was Garnacho that was trying to whip a ball into the box to one player. Nobody else. Yeah. That's nothing to be excited. Delo, what a passion merchant. That's all he's got. He's under Herrera in right back. That's all he is. Confidence merchant. I
watched the game, and if there's going to be any game where you could have taken Spurs, this was the game today. I think for me, though, from a Spurs perspective, I was very happy for Richarlison's performance, not just his goal, but his work rate. He was a problem. You know, a lot of Tottenham fans have cussed him, say he's not good on the ball, but he was doing a lot of defensive duties, unlike some of our other players who were making mistakes. He was getting back, clearing the ball. He did it with his head, done it with his legs as well, turning around, hitting United on the counter. So I thought Richarlison, for me, put in a sterling performance. Udogie, you know what he's about. Porro, he was sourcing. Skippy, Højbjerg and Skippy, man. Crikey. That you could just see the difference. You're just imagining if that was Sarr and Basuma there. We're just imagining it, or if Madders was there. Man, you were there for the taking. Really, really, really. But for me, to go away to Old Trafford and come away with a 2-2 draw, I think is a respectable performance. I think no Tottenham.
But Jed, you weren't saying that before the game, though.
No, to be honest, I was expecting Kulusevski, bro. If Kulusevski was on the pitch, it would have been long for you. That's the truth. But when Kulusevski was out, Every Tottenham fan, when we saw the lineup, was like, "Bruh, there is no creativity. We've got no opportunity. No one who's going to thread the ball. The closest person who's going to thread the ball in that midfield is Bentancur, and he's not playing that role. He's playing the 6. Do you know what I mean? So it was techie, man. It was techie, but Tottenham made you.
For the minute
but
you
I'm
scored, you're
hoping
never going to win that
Werner can. Yeah, we're not, because we didn't have the Threader. We didn't have a
You're never going to
Kulusevski.
win
We
that game.
didn't have a Madness. Had we had one of them, we would have won the game for sure. But
Look,
I'm just hoping.
The thing is, yeah, if you look at the decisions, yeah, that front three made, yeah, when they're meant to pass, they shoot. When they're meant to shoot, they pass. Yeah, they pass, and then it ends up your players get back, and it all ends up in a flipping just a big mess. The attack just ends up in a mess. It just breaks down. Like sometimes when, like, I can't remember. Yeah, there was a shot from McTominay. If he just puts that thingy, if he just puts that wide to Garnacho has a shot. Yeah. He's in a better position, I think.
What, the one at McTominay shot?
Yeah. Obviously, he can put that positive thing. Last minute of the game, obviously, McTominay's got to hit the target. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like these man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If these man had proper coaching and they had better understanding of how to play the game and how to make decisions and the decision making, I don't know who told how they don't have the front three for me. They don't have when they link up in little moments. They might have little moments of link up and it looks good for a minute, but on a whole, they play for themselves. And obviously, Højlund's just there waiting for his opportunities. And I mean, he was good today. I'm not gonna lie, he was good today.
Højlund.
Yeah,
he was about. He was getting about. He was causing
for what he had as well. And I see him come. He came in and he put a ball. He was on the right and he put a ball in on the right, and he came in on the left. And I think it was Van der Ven got when he done the little Cruyff turn thing, nutmegged him and that. He looked good today.
Yeah.
I mean, something. I just look. At the end of the day, everyone knows me. I can't stand this fucking guy, Erik ten Hag. I've said it for months and months and months on end. When everyone told me I was doing what I was doing, but listen. There's not coaching going on. Yeah, there can't be because there's no improvement. There's no game plan going in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, but at the end of the day, this is what you will see with United. So, like you said, win, lose, draw, win, draw, lose. That's us.
Well, I guess the positive thing that you guys can see from the game is that you managed to get a point. Do you know what I mean?
That's not positive. That's not a positive.
It's not a positive. We didn't manage to get a point.
That's not a positive.
We didn't manage to get a point.
The positive is that, Ten Hag might get sacked. That's the only positive. And that's hypothetical. That's just me in hope. I want to win. But you know what? Yeah. By that result, I mean, okay, you're one game close to getting sacked.
I'm not going to lie to you, though. You see, if you lot scored a third, like, I would have been... it would have been if it was any game to lose, this would have been the one, because I couldn't see him staying on after losing this game, because you have to remember, this is the last record for him to break. They've never lost a game winning at half time. So if he'd have done that, then it would have been. It might have topped up the pressure a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, look, like I said, I know it's wrong to be calling for someone to get sacked, but bro, I can't. This man just chats bare shit and says bare unnecessary stuff. Like he's literally doing having some mad beef with, like, indirect beef with Sancho right now on social media and whatnot. Yeah, and it's like, bro, you're a mess, man. Get the fuck out of the club. You don't know how to run this club properly. You don't understand that the things that are going on in this club. If, like I said, if a player drops a piece of paper on the floor, it's gonna be front page news, bro. But you don't understand that. You're just here talking shit to everybody. So the club's a mess, innit? But like I said, innit, it is what it is.
Well, it is what it is. Marlon, are you there? Can we get your feedback? Just seeing if he's there, because he's on, but he's not on. Might have to remove Marlon. Let me know if you're about. I think it's look, for me, we talked about it the other day, and it confirmed what I thought, which is that your team is in the mud. But yes, I think Erik ten Hag lives to fight another day. As for Tottenham, I think we have to say they've done well. You've got to be pleasantly surprised.
I think you have done well. But the chest that you had, you haven't done well.
No
And
way.
when we
No,
go-
no, we have. Given the lineup, we didn't.
By the way,
We did
by the
not.
way,
Don't let
by the
him
way,
get away with this, bro.
by the way, yeah, him and George, yeah, even they said even without Kulusevski and that, they're gonna flip it about Man United had this and that. When you come on Never a Foul in the next 3 hours, yeah, with Traps, myself, even Greasy might be there, and that's please, Deji, run it up. The way you ran it up, was it yesterday?
Bruv, at the end of the day,
Hey, you know what's mad?
bruv, if you played a similar team to what we played, you would have got slapped.
But you was more than
That's the
confident.
truth.
Even when I mentioned
I
there's no
was
Kulusevski,
confident because I was expecting.
I swear these man said you man said something like 4-1 or something. Did it?
I said 4-1. I stand by that. If Kulusevski had been on the pitch, we would have won 4-2, 5-2. The reason why we didn't win today's game,
I said
only because, can I be real? Tottenham played with 9 men today. We managed to get a draw at Old Trafford with 9 men. How's
that possible?
Yeah, perhaps you know, because Werner did absolutely nothing, and Brendan Johnson did absolutely nothing.
Brendan Johnson was your worst player. But that's like me saying then. Bruno Fernandes.
They don't count.
But then I can say Bruno Fernandes did absolutely nothing. Christian Eriksen done absolutely nothing. How about that one?
Yeah, but
I don't want to hear all it. But you got listen. I don't want to hear like all season. Yeah, from the start of the season, from game 1. Yeah, 1-0 Wolves. Man, them have been saying that Man United look shit. Man United look shit. The way they play is shit. So I don't. Even if you come here with 9 men, this is why you had the chest you did, because you thought United are shit. Yeah, we're gonna go there with our B team and do the mad thing. But lo and behold, you saw man like fucking Aaron Wan-Bissaka at left back, and this is what you're doing right now. You're trying to talk about Kulusevski, blood. Are you mad?
Bro, you know what? At the end of the day, I hear what you're saying.
Deji, man.
We've gone to United. We've outplayed you. We've had more ball possession, as I talked about. Do you get me? We could have walked away with 3 points.
You're gonna do that. What you're gonna do?
Okay. All right. And also, what you're not accepting is the circumstance. That team is completely transformed. 5 or 6 players that didn't play when we beat you at our ground. So for me, we've taken 4 points from United this season, and we've shown that we are looking upwards, and you lot are nowhere near us. You're a mid-table team.
But Deji, what you're failing to understand, what you did failing to understand, coming to Old Trafford is not the benchmark anymore. It's not. Bournemouth have come there and absolutely demolished us.
Yeah, but
Crystal Palace have come there and demolished us.
We were able to get a point with a scarce team. That's respectable, bro. I don't.
Yeah, you know what?
You know what?
No, you can't. No, listen. No. You can respect it. You can respect it, Cats. Yeah, you can respect it. But for the like you said, for the check, but Deji was the one coming with the chest though. So what I don't understand. You have to be held accountable for that, because you knew what you signed up for, Deji. You knew what you signed up for when you made them statements. You knew what your team was doing, and now you've gone through everything, and now you're trying to pin it all on Kulusevski.
Yeah, because I asked what midfield they're going to have, and Jules was more than comfortable saying, "Yeah, Benton, Core, Højlund, Skip, that will do." And you know what? Guess what? That did do. That's the maddest part.
It did do. We didn't lose, because you're talking traps like we lost the game. We drew. That's a respectable scoreline, and you know the one positive thing.
I just remember, man, when I said Højlund, man started laughing and that.
To be fair, you need to go right. The brace. I mean, you got a brace of GA, but yeah,
you got a brace of GA. That's what I'm saying.
Everyone agrees, innit? I think this game today was a kind of a telling point for me. It was a crossroad for both teams.
You're getting top. You're finishing.
We can legitimately see Tottenham is on the up, and we're getting top 4. You can see that,
bro.
And you man are on the down, mate.
I agree.
United can finish top half.
No. I think we'll finish top half. Like, we're still better than the Bournemouths and the Fulhams of the world. Don't get me wrong. I know it's dusty, but we're not that dusty. Like,
you think you finish above Chelsea?
At this rate, what they've got going on next, they've got Liverpool, Wolves, Palace, Man City, and Tottenham. Yeah, maybe. But you know what is? The fact is, it doesn't matter if we finish above Chelsea or not. The fact is, it's still not a trophy, and it's still not good enough just to be above Chelsea. I'm not kidding you. Yeah. Tottenham may go above. I mean, Arsenal may go 3 points, but I do believe you will end up finishing above Arsenal this year, and you will end up finishing above Aston Villa this year. You know what? Yeah, you're gonna finish in the top 3 this year. I'm not, and that's not me being overreactionary. It's a fact. I'm actually scared in a way. I'm not actually, no, I wouldn't say scared. I would say I'm more enthusiastic to watch Tottenham now as a mutual when they got Maddison back. I want to see what this new boy is about. I want to see what box to box they get. When Basuma comes back with Papa Sarr, it's crazy heyday, bro. We always want to talk about how creative Trent is and how bad boy is in his zone. We have to talk about Pedro Porro in the same breath right now because he's doing the exact same thing.
Thank you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Big up to you, Cass, on that. I've been fighting for these man all season, and it's such a pleasure to hear you talk about my team in that way. Do you know what I mean? And Porro, because I put it up Porro. Somebody was going, how can you compare Porro to Trent? I said, I'm not comparing Porro to Trent. Trent is up there, but Porro's doing bits, recognize. And I even went as far as to say, Udogie and Porro could be Spurs, Danny Rose and Carl Walker.
Best pair of fullbacks in the league as a pair. I don't think there's a team with a better pair of fullbacks overall, in my opinion.
I mean, the difference. I'll be honest with you. Like, if you look at it from creative output and whatnot, yeah. I mean, Trent's probably more audacious, yeah, because obviously
he can be.
It can be. It's experience and that. But realistically, the key difference between like Porro's proved that on his day he can be just as good as Trent.
And he's not shocking defensively either. I don't think he's that bad.
And he's not bad defensively either. But the only difference between them right now is longevity. So if in 3 years' time he's playing like this, then yeah, he's Trent's level. No one can't chat to him.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. I just want to bring in Marlon. Marlon's a Spurs fan. Marlon, you saw the game. How was it for you? Obviously, all of us here on the panel agree it was a dusty match. Man U fans are thinking it's even more dusty. I'm saying actually it's a point is quite respectable, though Traps is not having it from me because I had Spurs to win 4-1 and they were lucky that
4-1.
Yeah, I had Spurs to win 4-1.
Yeah.
We got 2-2. So your thoughts on the game quickly.
Got to take positives, obviously, with the team we've put out. Load of injuries, players away. I just think growing up and seeing United, this is not the United I'm used to, man. I wouldn't say it's embarrassing, but it's not the same. They need to change this manager. I don't know who else they could get, but this don't look like a Man U team. This ain't Man U. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Hansi Flick, yeah. If you've got a good sporting direction going on, as they say, Dan Ashworth, Paul Mitchell, your boy, all that in the back room with whoever else might need to come through. See that new goalkeeping? I mean, that new set piece coach, he needs to get binned as well, by the way. You know, the throwing coach and all that, him, the one that used to work for Liverpool, just the fact that he worked for Liverpool, get rid of him. I'm just telling, I think...
The doctor from Arsenal as well, get rid of him.
Get rid of him. The whole structure, to be fair,
something's not right.
But if that's the case, bring in a manager that can work with the board, and I'm bringing in Hansi Flick. An actual proven winner, Germans. I think German managers are quite good when it comes to handling modernized footballers.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm looking at both ends of the spectrum. Yeah, I agree with Cass. Like, yeah, German managers proven. The only blemish is on Hansi Flick's thing is obviously because the situation at Germany. And to be honest with you, most of them players are from Bayern Munich anyway, so I didn't really understand.
Nah, that German team was failing. Look at Joachim Low or what? Joachim Low or Joachim Low. Look at him. They failed him, and he was there for years and years and years and years.
All I'm saying is that obviously I'm not saying that it's a thing. I said it's a blemish. I'm not saying it's.
But he Hansi Flick likes football players. If you remember, his midfield was Kimmich, Thiago, and Goretzka. So he understands balance and control. That's enough for me. If it gets rid of Bruno Fernandes, I don't give a shit. Do it. I hate him.
Fernandes is a baller. You can't get rid of Fernandes. No way.
No,
this guy's a top red in disguise.
You see, like when I look at both ends of the spectrum, and I think to myself, all right, cool. Yeah, I would take Hansi Flick all day. But if you're gonna do this whole changing the club thingy and trying to find yourself one of them managers, like an up and coming manager, I'll be honest with you, yeah.
Xabi Alonso, mate.
Nagelsmann.
No, Shabby, man. Oh, you know what? Nagelsmann.
Oh,
Yeah,
Alonso would be a good one, you know. No, Alonso would be good, yeah.
Him or the Zerbi. And you know what? I'll take a punt on Carrick as well. I can't lie.
I was just about to say.
I'll take a punt on Carrick.
I would say I'll be looking at Carrick because I seen Mourinho say something the other day. And he was like,
Midfielders, like Shabby and that, who's been under as managers and stuff like that. I hear it.
Yeah.
Not that these Man U fans
good
talk about Spurs legends.
It's because he's been under this. He's played for these clubs. He's been under this manager. He's been under that manager.
Yeah.
And I said, Michael Carrick's the same, you know. Michael Carrick's the same. Like he's been under good managers his whole career. And none of these players can have chat for him because what's he got? 5 Premier Leagues?
No, you know what we could do though. You know what we could do.
I think it's a shout.
Every manager has a price. Everyone has a price. Do we agree?
Yeah.
At Tottenham, do you agree you're limited with your price and Daniel Levy will take premiums for whoever it may be? Yeah.
Including our gaffer.
Traps. They said they will put a blank check for whoever they need to go and get. Yeah, in terms of for their sports structure, go and get Postecoglou in the summer, mate.
Who? Man United.
You just agreed with me. Everybody has a price. Daniel Levy, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean,
he wouldn't go.
For you to get Postecoglou,
Do you know what I feel about?
I hope you're ready to spend £500 million. That's what he's worth.
Do you know what I feel about? Postecoglou? I feel like he's built a real connection. You know, like Martin Joe days, blood. Do you know? Remember how these
Martin Joe,
father figure.
That's how. He's Martin Joe 2.0. He's got this.
It's true. I agree.
And I think, I don't think he's not one of them guys, man. I don't think he's a snake like that. I think he won't go. I don't think he'd go.
I don't think he will.
I don't think
when his contract runs out, but I reckon he's the type to honor his contract.
So I'll tell you why I don't think he'll go. I don't think he'll go because Spurs took a punt with him with Celtic. A lot of people wouldn't have gone for him because he's Australian. Maybe because he's Australian, they wouldn't really risk taking him there. But now they will take him. Most teams will take him now, and it's only been 6 months.
Do you know why? When it comes, it's like Newcastle a little bit. Like sometimes you got to know your role in it. Like when it comes to size of club and wages, you got to think what betters your life. Your wages, 100% betters your life. 2, what's a bigger project and what's fresh and what can you maneuver more in the market? It will be Manchester United if it is to be true. I'm just saying.
I disagree. Do you know why?
Listen, we don't. Let me tell you why I disagree. We don't want another Andre Villas-Boas episode. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you why I disagree with that. Because all Postecoglou has to do is win a trophy, any trophy, and
he's a legend.
And he's a legend.
Yeah, but
for you guys, he would be required to win the Prem or the Champions League.
But that's the thing. How ambitious do you think this man is? The thing is, the thing is, barely any other than Jimmy Greaves. Yeah, if you know, you know. But no one knows Tottenham legends out here. Let's be respectable. You ain't won a flipping title like a proper major since 1960. So, anyways, the whole point is, you could be a legend for an FA Cup. You could do your Alan Shearer settings, or you could be renowned in world football for getting Man United. That's why managers.
There's more pressure at United, though. Yeah, there's more scrutiny and pressure at United. So I don't know how much people
will take more remembered for Deji. Yeah, bring him back to Man United on a pedestal or winning the FA Cup with Tottenham.
Bro, let me tell you.
I'll be honest with you. I fancy Carrick.
Let me tell you what it is, Cass. And
I wouldn't be surprised if
the comment you just made
at the end of the
is a little bit. It's a very arrogant comment.
Of course,
what you got to appreciate, what you and Traps need to realize is that there's been a change of the old guard. Yeah.
Why?
Man United ain't like yesteryear. You man are mid-table settings. There are new G. You know, like because someone asked the other day, do you think Unai Emery would leave Aston Villa? Why would he?
To go where?
Why would he when he's got them playing the sort of football they're playing? These man could win the league if things go right in their favour. They're a good team. Postecoglou has the best football team in terms of infrastructure off the pitch and is patterning the team on the pitch.
No, we're not hearing all of that, mate, because less than 12 months ago, you lot wanted your Rona gone, mate. What are you talking about?
Some still do, though.
Obviously, there was talk about flipping that Sheikh Jassim buying you lot instead, and you lot was all over it.
I still want Sheikh Jassim to buy us. I still want him to buy us,
mate. Because the truth is, just remember this. Just remember this. Your owner chose money over trophies when he sacked Jose Mourinho. That one there will never die. That will.
You don't know if you're the one though.
Never die.
You don't know if you're the one though.
He's the only one to stop Pep in a fan, by the way.
Never have won. I don't like people when they say that, but I will say this: Daniel Levy threw the dice in it, Russian roulette settings. He went red and he got black. Postecoglou has saved his
It was your fifth choice. It was your fifth choice.
Postecoglou saved his back. No, he wasn't.
Reggie, yes, he was. No, that's the truth. No, it was the truth. He was your fifth choice. That's a fact. And second,
Who was his choice?
Postecoglou. Was he our fifth choice manager?
He was your fifth choice manager. Everyone.
Who was the first then? Who was before?
Honest
The
slot.
first one was
Nagelsmann. You tried to go for Nagelsmann. You actually tried to go for Jose Enrique as well. There's another one. There's another name that I'm missing.
The PSV manager slot.
No, well, final. But there's no one. Oh yeah. Graham Potter even rejected you. So, anyways, the whole point I'm trying to make here is he was your fifth choice, which is not a bad thing because that's how it usually works in football. Unexpected things, right? I remember you, Deji. You was questioning this man over pre-season.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, most fans were.
I was having a conversation with you, Deji, and you was like, "I'm not sure about this Postecoglou guy." This is when you lot was kicking ball as well. So I don't want to hear. This is what I'm trying to say. See, listen, and Cash, you know what's funny about that whole Tottenham thing where they was trying to get a manager? They rejected Eric Ten Hag.
Was it not Graham Potter?
No, Ten Hag rejected us, didn't he?
Yeah, we didn't want him.
They rejected Ten Hag.
We let him go to you, man.
You know what the maddest thing is, yeah? Ten Hag would have went to you lot, had this new sporting like recruitment and everything, and you probably have cooked. That's the thing.
But he played good football at Ajax. That's why I'm confused what he's doing with United.
You know it is because
listen, Ten Hag would have been at Tottenham beefing Son right now, bro. That's what he'd have been doing, bro. You fucking bad, bro.
Let me tell you what went wrong. Let me tell you where it went wrong.
Son's like the nicest guy in the world.
Let's not
Ten
beat
Hag
this.
would have had him eating his lunch in the car park.
Ten Hag is a top manager, but the thing with Ten Hag is he is able to build a team of nobodies and make them somebody. He can't build a team with known players. And at Manchester United, Man United aren't going to be buying players that no one's heard of. They're not going to allow it to happen. And that's
that's what I'm hoping for, a change this summer, man. I need to start seeing the 50 millions, the 30 millions, some South Americans, which everyone's buying and flipping, all of that, man.
I don't know if United fans will accept that.
No, it's not that we can't accept it. We got no choice.
No, we would accept it. We would accept it because do you know what it is, yeah? You see, when you buy them kind of players, yeah, like what a manager has to come in and obviously he's going to have to work with quite a bit of the players that he's got there, yeah? Obviously, he's going to want a budget to go and buy players. He's going to go and buy a few names, but at the end of the day, right, it's a period where we have to win the fans over. Now, I remember when we had players like Hernandez come in.
Yeah.
And I remember watching this game. I remember watching the game of Hernandez, and it's like he's playing one half of this Mexico team, or one half of Man United in his last like some kind of friendly game. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy, bruv? And it's like, obviously, at the time, we'd had a few signings that were suspect. You know what I'm saying? We had the Bebes and whatnot.
No one remembered even Chi-Sun Park. Where did he come from?
That's what I'm saying. But when them players come in, them players, because they're no names, they get judged by football only. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if they play good, then everyone loves them. Do you know what I mean? Because
I agree, yeah.
Same like you said, Park Ji-sung.
That's why Tottenham's doing great. That's why Tottenham's doing great, though. That's the thing. Udoji, no one knew who he was. Pedro Porro. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
You might have knew about him. You might not have known about him. I knew about him. City fans might have knew about him, but not really. He went under the radar at Sporting. He done bits stuff. Yeah. And it's just like that. Van der Ven, I was screaming for this guy. When Liverpool fans...
You knew about him from before?
Yeah, from Wolfsburg. From Wolfsburg, yeah. When I was saying,
I was
skeptical because he was in the back three. I watched a lot of Bundesliga last year. That's the thing. I was loving Bundesliga, yeah, because the whole charge that Bayern Munich might have lost it. Yeah, Van der Ven was the one that stood out for me. Him, Tapsoba, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I love them players there, yeah. When Liverpool fans are saying, I don't know about this guy, he looks dusty. I'm like, are you mental? You could go on FIFA and see what this man's about. He's athletic. You know when you got PMP and you're white? That says a lot.
So hold on, are the stats on FIFA accurate, would you say?
You look. The thing is, FIFA's not really a database. I think FM is more of a database for yourself in it to see what guys.
Okay.
It's not accurate, but you can kind of get a grain of what they're like.
They're not accurate because you see, I think what was it? 20? Was it 21?
Which one?
No, hold on.
FM.
Was it 20? Was it FIFA 20?
No, FIFA's bollocks, obviously.
Yeah,
but
FIFA's not accurate.
You can kind of. The thing is, when you're looking for just profile alone, you can kind of get a
Football
grasp
Manager
of players, and all you got to do is go watch them. You know, don't get me wrong, Wolfsburg weren't the greatest, but that's because they can't do nothing going forward. It was
The only thing I can say about FIFA is that any of the players that they sort of bring up, like the players that are up and coming, they always end up at some kind of club in the Premier League within a couple of years.
Yeah.
No,
fair. So look, man, we got the draw. We knew it was dusty. We see what now? What do you need to see in the next 3 games for you to be satisfied or happy? Because as for me, as Spurs, maybe we'll do the Spurs segment first because Jordan's just joined. But for me, I take the draw. I can still pump my chest given the circumstances. Kulusevski missing. I think Tottenham fans, we got to accept and be grateful for the draw. We could have easily we outplayed United given the circumstances, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought we did our thing. Richarlison keeps cooking, and for me, another week we got a break now. Postecoglou will have some time with the Spurs players before we play the City game. And then Werner and Brennan Johnson, we need time to work on these brothers because for me, they let us down today. But if we can get Werner at 50% of the brother that was at Leipzig, you could see he was in the acres of space. He got an assist today as well. Brennan Johnson just needs to ride a tackle and then he'll be on point. But George, what's your thoughts and what do you need to see moving forward?
I've got a dip, by the way, but this conversation is going to continue at 10 p.m. on Never a Foul Yet. And we're going to go more into depth and detail about what you said and what you said, and then what I said, and then what Chaps has also said. And we can have a consensus at the end because I'm going to rattle some Arsenal fans, isn't it? It's as simple as that.
That's a rattle.
And guess what? They didn't even play today, but guess what?
Why haven't they played? What's happened?
Next week.
It's winter break.
Yeah, but why have they had extra time off?
No. It's 5 and 5, isn't it? 5 Premier League games this week, 5 Premier League games next week.
Every team's got a week off.
And then it's FA Cup and then another Premier League batch of Premier League. It's going to get hectic. Remember, February period is like a game every 3 days. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plenty of content.
The winter break type
what's
thing.
What's your opinion on the game, real quick?
Do you know what? Yeah, today I was disappointed, man. I was absolutely disappointed that we didn't walk away with the 3 points. Man United were poor. I think we pumped them from pillar to post, man. Like, we absolutely dominated the game. Exactly how both of us expected and how we spoke about the game prior to it when we done the preview. Both said we're going to dominate them off the ball. Man United are going to sit deep at times. I wasn't happy with the goals that we conceded from them, to be honest. We shouldn't have let them score. And to give Rashford the little space that he had to be able to finish that and get the 1-2 off, not happy with that second goal. But look, we done our job with like you said, with the fact that we didn't have Kulu in. None of us predicted that, and we all thought Kulu was going to be playing. We missed our main creative, so we was always going to be lackluster in the front, in the final third. But the front 3 today were just. Do you know what? Like I said, Richie, he was all right. Richie done his job.
He worked hard.
He worked hard. He pressed it. Yeah. He pressed a lot.
For me, it's just on the ball for him. He's just not good. When you're looking for those little good 1-2 touches of play where you can do a pass and run or a pass and turn, it's always poor from him. His hold-up play is just not there. Timo, he was good with the link-up play. I think he done far better than Brennan Johnson. For me, Brennan Johnson was the main problem today because he got a lot of the ball. The right side is one of our strongest side of attacks, and you always see Kulu, when Kulu's out there, the ball's just ping out to that right side. And even Man United expected that by putting Wan-Bissaka on the left. They must have thought he was going to cause a problem, but he was shit, just straight shit today. And
I think because he was up against a pacey defender, he struggled.
No, I don't think it's
that. I think it's just his lack of confidence in himself. I think he's not good with the dribbling, not good on the ball. He literally every time he gets into the final third, the ball is on his first touch. He never thinks, like, he's never sat there trying to take on a defender. He's just poor in all fronts. For me, I really don't see much of this player. I know for the first couple of weeks I was trying to be supportive and trying to be optimistic that he improves, but I've got no faith. Absolutely no faith.
Give him time. No,
man, I'm done with the time for him. Honestly, I'm done with the time for him. I think he's absolutely poor.
I agree with George. I think for me, the biggest thing for me that I find a bit unforgivable with Brennan Johnson is Premier League football, you know it's physical. You know you're gonna get touched. This brother, he don't want no contact like it's basketball or something. As soon as Bissaka came close to him, just kept releasing the ball, kept giving it, kept kind of cross it. Just there were a couple of times where there was one opportunity, I think Porro just fed him in. He just has to just take a touch. He might get knocked by, just gamble on it, and the brother just pulled out.
No, but it's stronger than Jill or Gil, whoever his name is.
I wanted you on. For him.
No way.
So,
It's too light.
With those two, it's just the best. Who's the best of a bad bunch? But I even looked at. I think Garnacho was poor today. I think Udogie absolutely.
No, he was.
He performed better than Brennan Johnson because he showed that no matter what, even if Udogie's bossing me and getting the best of me, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep taking him on, and I'm gonna keep trying to create a chance. And like Brennan Johnson is everything but that. But you know what? United, they can be happy with the point today. I feel like, look, they nicked it. They walked away with the point.
How can you nick something? How can you nick something you was never in a game? You was never behind him. How can you nick it?
You definitely can nick it because we should have won.
Nick it.
We should
The
have
only
won.
thing you could do is hang on. You can't nick it. Don't be silly. Are you mad?
Look, this has nothing to say about when I'm dissing his team, but he has something to do about my English. He's trying to come criticize my English. Nothing to say about my team, though.
Come up a bag of bums and that, and expect what? No. Expect to beat us. You was never going to beat us. But you might have the chest. You might have the chest talking about this, that, and the third. Let's be honest about it. We were bad. We were so bad, at defending. Yeah, you're not going to beat us just off corners. Yeah, just off corners, you could have beat us. We were so dead. Yeah, we were so dead at defending them corners. Yeah, without them set pieces, you might lose that game. That's the truth.
No, do you know what I would say? I think you were lucky to play Spurs now. If we played this game in Feb, it would have been 6-7-0. Because remember, there's about 6 or 7 things.
6-7-0.
Yeah, let me explain why, Marlon.
Give United some respect.
Let me tell you why.
You don't forget things, right? I sat there in the hotel, wasted a whole hour and 45 minutes of my life watching you lot go away to Palace, full strength, one shot on target, and you won 2-1. So don't give it all of that. Don't give it all of that.
All of this. Wait. I need to know something.
All you saw today was style of play versus no style of play. That's what you saw. Yeah? And that's the result. That's why it's 2-2. Because at the end of the day, we have good players. There's some good players.
That is true.
But the style of play ain't there. Because if we had good players plus a style of play, your man would have got. Do you know how many chances these man really? If they should have passed when they were shooting and shooting. If they had clear heads and knew how to handle themselves in the final third, that game would have been 4-5.
These are professional players. How come they don't know how to handle themselves?
But because you know why? Because you've got a shit manager that don't tell you what you shouldn't be doing. Because let's be honest about it, you've got a striker, right? You've got these players running down the wings. They're cutting in. They're shooting. Yeah, they're trying to beat their man. They're trying to get the shot off. They're always trying to get the shot off, or they'll see a chance. They're not looking for him. How can they keep getting played again and again and again? So that tells me that the coach says that's okay. That's good. You're doing well.
But
so
Traps,
for me personally, if I've got a striker and I'm saying to him, listen, you man got to find this man. You in the middle, you've got to finish the chances, bro. You man got to find him. Yeah, that's how you.
No, but Traps. Let's be honest here. That's not a problem with Ten Hag, though. When you're talking about what you're actually talking about there, no, but what you're actually talking about there is players. Your players all. Let's be honest. Garnacho, Rashford, they're all selfish players. All those players that are looking to make a name for themselves. They're always looking out for their best interests for themselves. Rashford's always been like that. Always been a greedy player, and so has Garnacho. Garnacho thinks he's CR7 for Christ's sake. He's always trying to cut inside.
He does. He's trying to be a Ronaldo. Yeah.
A few months ago.
It's not a player problem. It's not a player problem. It's a managerial problem. You are the manager. If the manager tells, if you take it to a normal workplace, yeah, and you keep stacking that shelf, and I tell you stop stacking the shelf and go on the checkout, yeah, and you don't go on the checkout, you lose your job. So what are you telling me?
The difference
I'm the manager.
Is that these players.
I'm telling you what to do. It's the same as when Van Persie came. Listen, when Van Persie came, Rio Ferdinand and Thingy told you, man, they got told, if you can't find this man, you will not play. And lo and behold, that's how you manage.
Different though, no, but that's different because you're talking about
different.
Højlund for one. You're talking about Højlund who hasn't even built up the trust in his own players. They don't even
How's he
trust
built up the trust?
He scored 2 goals this season, 2 Premier League goals.
8 goals this season. Don't chat shit.
He
scored 8
goals.
He scored 8 goals this season. Stop chatting shit. Stop chatting shit. He scored 8 goals this season.
How many Prem goals? How many Prem goals?
He scored 8 goals this season. Yeah, 8.
He
scored 8 goals this season. Yeah, simple as that.
He scored 2 Premier League goals this season.
He scored 8 fucking goals this season, man. Stop being silly, bro. About trust.
And also,
what trust? If a man scores 8, if a 20-year-old comes to the league and scores 8 goals, yeah, in all competitions, what do you mean trust? What do you need to trust him for? We paid £70 million for him. We talk about trust. What are you on about? What are you on about? When Richarlison was crying last season, now you listen. When Richarlison was crying last season, where was the trust then? Now it's all we love Richarlison. What are you on about? What are you on about? Man, the Premier League for years, bro.
We still don't know. Traps. Only at this point of this season now, Richarlison started to get chances. Up until now, before now, Richarlison was
listen. So if that's the case, Richarlison was balling last season.
How about this?
Man was crying last season.
Order.
Richarlison was starting in the middle. And then Anne said, you know what? You're not good enough in the middle. I'll put Son, who actually plays on the left in the middle, and you'll go on the bench. You have to earn the trust. He come back in a team, scored a few goals, and he said, you know what? Go back in the middle in your favorite position because he earned it.
He's been banging in goals still.
Yeah, I do think that Højlund's a decent player, and I agree that sometimes your players are making bad decisions, but you can't always blame the other players on Højlund's not making good movements at times. When he has made good movements and he's got the ball, it's been poor finishing in front of goal. He scored 2 goals in 20 Premier League games. Like that's enough.
Is that all he scored?
It's just all narratives and all bullshit, man. Be honest. If you're gonna come,
he played then? How many games? Correct.
If you're gonna come with the thingy, yeah. If you're gonna come with the facts, come with the facts, innit? You know what I mean? Like, don't say he's played 20 games. It's just all lazy arguments. The point is, man scored 8 goals this season. He's 20 years of age. Yeah, at the end of the day, he needs service, regardless. Even if he's shit,
16 games.
Even if he's shit, right? Because you do know there's a stat that saying he's received less service than Mikel Antonio. Did you see that one? Did you see that one? You didn't see that one, though, did you?
Mikel Antonio's not good. And he doesn't like... What's the...
Mikel Antonio's received more service than him. What do you mean?
Because he plays for West Ham, who's higher than you in the league. West Ham are a better team than you.
I joined the chatting shit.
You're telling me West Ham are better than Man United? Is West Ham not better than Man United this season?
West Ham are. I would say West Ham are better. West Ham are a decent team.
Hey, Deji, are we allowed to get the comments?
Yeah.
Hey, Alan, when was the last time your mum see your dad, bruv? When was the last time you saw your dad, in fact? Be nice.
Yeah. All right, let's be nice. Look, it's getting heated up in here. We're getting heated. There's some comments in the There's some comments that have been coming through.
These cheeky people, man, coming. But what's wrong with these people, man? Cheeky out here.
Oh, look, I want to look. Let's I just want to hear from the Tottenham fans, and then I want to hear from Traps before we round off. George, Marlon, you happy with that? We take that. Does that give you confidence moving forward, or do we need to get at least Cooley and someone back for the next game for us to kind of feel settled? I predicted potentially that Spurs will draw. I thought we were going to win this game, but when I did the blueprint, I said if we did draw this game, I could see us winning the next 3 games. Can you, man, see that based on the performance you saw today?
Oh, go on, Jordan.
We've got Brentford, we've got Everton, and we've got Brighton in our next 3 games.
Do you know what? I think I put the pressure on our team that we need to win those games. I do think that most of those games we need to walk away with the points. They're not going to be easy, though. But within 2 weeks, we should have Maddison should be back. I don't know
in
about
2 weeks.
Yeah, the next game is 31st, I believe. So it's even a bit longer. It's like 17 days till the next Premier League game. So we got a while until that game. Madders will definitely be back for that game. And I'm just looking forward to seeing him back in full flourish, creating something for this team. Because today you can see how badly...
Don't you think you should give it like a month or 2 when he comes back?
No, we need him straight away.
What do you think we should wait to give him back?
Because here's the thing. If anything goes wrong, you're going to say, oh, he's just come back and obviously he needs time.
But I don't think that. I don't think he needs time though. Players like him who've been playing at the top
according to
for long enough
Deji, Van de Ven and these man, they need the time today.
No, they
No, all I said was Romero and Van de Ven. It's their first game back from injury, so everyone just calm down a bit in terms of because I'm seeing people.
They weren't even bad though.
Tottenham's best back four. Yeah, it is, but these men have been out for a while.
Yeah, they weren't bad. I mean, to be
No,
honest,
they
played good.
They didn't look like out of sorts.
No,
I mean,
100%. But like even like you say, I don't feel like for Maddison, he's just gonna come in the team. He's gonna do his job. And even without Maddison, there's other players like the Celso. I feel like we missed him massively today. If we had a player like him in the middle, it would be a lot more creativity. So going into the games against Brentford, Brighton, and what was the other game you said? Was it Palace?
And we've got Everton, Brentford.
Everton, that's it.
Everton away.
They're all going to be one of those tougher games that we probably will need to put in a bit more work than we did in this Man United game if we're going to walk away with the result. Because, like I say, some tough away games. You got Tony with Everton, Brentford with Tony back, so it's not going to be a joy there. But I think we need to just avoid dropping points, avoid losing any of these games, and stay in the top 4 position. Because we need to bridge this gap from Man United just a bit further. Because 8 points isn't enough for me.
I agree. Traps.
I don't know what you're watching us for. We're not the benchmark, as I keep telling you. Yeah. Okay. Just be careful. Just be careful. Just be careful. You don't do what Arsenal do. Talk all this shit and end up in the same competition as shit Man United. That's all I'm saying. Because it's not good when that happens. It's not good when that happens.
St. Martin, just before I bring Traps in, Spurs do have the best back 5 in the league. If you were here earlier, we talked about Porro up there with Trent. Udogie, by far the best left back in the league. And then Van de Ven and Romero, in terms of a partnership, defensive partnership, probably arguably one of the best. And then we've got the best goalkeeper in the league in Vicario. So in terms of
what is that being based on? If that's not based on facts and stats, that's nonsense.
Based on what you can see with your eyes.
No. That should be based. That should be based on stats. If it's not based on stats, it's nonsense.
But you don't think Vicario is the best keeper in the league?
No, I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't really know about them arguments, man. Because like keepers,
it has to be based on stats, and whoever's letting the lead score has got the best defense. If we're being real.
Yeah, but you can't say that because
why?
That's only if the defense were in play. Because half the games we've had Emerson Royale and Ben Davis. Are you going to put that on Romero and Van de Ven?
Listen, I don't really know. Listen, I don't really know how, because if you look at it like this, see, like our fans, like take our fans, our stinky fan base. Yeah, last season, when David De Gea, he won the Golden Glove. Everyone said, "Oh, it's the defense." Now he's gone.
No, it was him. He was good goalie.
Times.
Yeah,
they've got nothing to say. Like, so look, just put it this way: he's a good goalkeeper, bro. But I don't know how you lot say he's the best or whatever. I don't know, man.
I wouldn't say he's the best.
He's up
I'll still say Anderson and Edison. They're very good. You can't knock them.
I think he's better than Edison, in my opinion.
Alisson was up there even as the best, yeah. And obviously, when he done a couple mad things and a couple mad assists and a goal and whatnot, yeah. But Edison lately has gone above him, and Edison's better than him now.
Okay. Traps, quickly, Jonas, thank you for dropping this in the comments. Your next game is Wolves away and then West Ham. Based on what you've seen today, we know about the turmoil, we know about the mud, everything. But what are you hoping for in the next 2 games?
I'm hoping for the manager to get sacked, to be honest. But
then who would you get? He's not getting sacked. Who would you get?
I could not tell you. We could go to Wolves and we could win 2-0. We could go to Wolves and lose 5-0. Like both things are very possible. It's it's not a joke. Like, so. At the end of the day, like, look, man, this man just he hasn't managed to keep a lid on it. He's probably he's seen fucking Sancho get an assist yesterday, and he's rattled. Yeah, he's rattled him completely. He's chatting shit again. His head's gone, man. I don't even know. I personally think that they're selling all these young players. I feel like they ain't got the dough to sack this man. You know, I really feel like that's.
I think it's a financial thing because honestly,
I think that's the only reason based in it.
Because he should.
No, but who would you get? Who would you get though?
I told you.
Why should he go? He shouldn't go. You're actually sick. Is it 6th or 7th? He shouldn't go. You're actually only a few points behind.
They've lost almost double figures.
It's not
Marlon,
about,
they've lost 9 games this season.
Listen, it's not about.
No, I know.
It's not about what. It's not about
The
where
position.
we are in the league. It's about the whole situation on the whole. We've seen him come in. We've seen him get backed. We've seen him kick a kick off of Ronaldo. He's gone. We've seen him kick the hair out the team. Yeah, kicked him out the club. Yeah, no testimonial, no nothing. Yeah, nothing been said. We've seen how the way he's handled the Sancho thing. We've seen the way that the team plays. We've seen the way that he picks his favourites, regardless of what, whether they play shit, good, left or right. We've seen him talk about Sancho apologising in public, but we've seen players like Anthony be flipping the captain a pooter and looking at Maguire like when he was the captain, like he's a piece of shit, like he can't chat to man and that. So we've seen all of this. And you
What's
haven't got
pooter?
to see that there's certain players you've got a hold of, but some players you haven't. So the job's too big for you, man. You need to go.
Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, but there's no one out there you can get. You can't say Flick because he ain't leaving Germany to go to Man United. So I don't know who you'll go for.
Ain't he been sacked?
Has he been sacked? Yeah, he has, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, like I said, if they want to go down that road and they want to give man a little, I say, look, listen,
about that.
300, there's 300 there, but this is the way we're going to play. This is the way we want to play. This is what we want to do. Sporting director, meetings, yeah, we're going to go for these players. We're going to go for this pool of players, this profile, and build it like that. Then yeah, I'm happy with that. But if they want to do it from like an in-house perspective, I mean, I'll be happy with Carrick. I'll be happy with Carrick. I'm not going to lie. I'll be happy with Carrick.
I think Carrick could be a good shout. I just want to pick up on
that as well, man. I think Carrick might be the guy, man. He's
he might be the guy.
He's got Middlesbrough playing some
I swear to God, there's something. What you have to remember, like I said, what you have to remember, yeah, he's seen it all. He's been through it all. Do you understand? And he's always, he's always been that underrated guy that just does the job.
That is very true. Very underrated.
You know he's always been that underrated guy. So you know what I mean? He just sees it as, yeah, I just do what I don't need to listen to anybody. I just do what I need to do. People can say whatever they want to say. I know what I'm good at. And the way I know it's only Chelsea, but realistically, the way Borough dealt with them, obviously but with better players, Chelsea are getting pumped. They're getting pumped.
I didn't watch the game. Did they get outplayed?
They're getting pumped. Yes, of course. Yeah. Obviously, they had chances in that, but realistically, because they didn't have the players, like the way he wants to play football, the playing out from the back, like, bro, he's got it down to a T. And I think that Carrick would be the man. And
yeah,
again, obviously, when he was here before, he had the three games. We had Arsenal, Villarreal, Arsenal, Villarreal, and Chelsea. He drew with Chelsea, beat Arsenal, and beat Villarreal. So,
that's a shout.
And in one of them games, he'll drop Ronaldo as well. So
was he an understudy to Oli?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but
you not being played that bad under Oli. You know, now when you look back on it,
listen, this is why a lot of our fans are on this Ten Hag train, because they were screaming Oli out, Oli out, Oli out. Yeah, Oli's gone out. They've gone to run the Carabao Cup. Then they've watched shit football for 12, and because they've said get Oli out the club, anyone with a brain cell and eyeballs can see that Oli plays better football than what this man's been playing for God knows how long.
100%.
That you can't say get him out, because you can't keep saying getting the manager out, but he's shit, man. He's shit.
No, fair point. Look, I just want to make one more comment. No, but fair point, Traps. Just to the Spurs, man. Then Marlon, I think what's the point makes a really good point here. He said, I thought Dragonzoon would be brought on in Pearl's place, as Ten Hag clearly targeted him as a weakness. I would have taken off Johnson and put Pearl in his place. We potentially had the three of them on. I think they were on for like 2 minutes because then Van der Ven came off. Well, I think there's a shout there because Pearl is going forward. He's a madman. Is there a shout that maybe we could move to a back three? Because I really don't want to see Brennan Johnson start the next game. He's pissing me off.
To be fair, I don't feel like we will see Brennan Johnson start the next game. And if we do, I think it's just a case of the manager trying to back his man, because that's the man who we brought in. But Kulu will go back out on that right side, Maddison back in the middle. But Porro, back to it. We should never start with a back three. I feel like we saw 2 years of a back three. Look, it was good times while it lasted, but if we bring out a back three in this team, we're going to lose most of our fluidity. We lose the extra man in the midfield, and going forward, we just aren't going to be as as prolific as we have been with creating chances, because you're losing that extra man in midfield. We saw how today it was so key for us to keep the ball against Man United and pop the ball around, having that extra man there and putting a three in the back will be big problems for us, man. Especially
Marlon, what's your
playing
thoughts?
with a high line.
Yeah, no, fairs. Marlon, your thoughts before we wrap up. Marlon.
Shit.
Huh? Marlon, what's your thoughts?
Sorry.
hear us?
Check this straight. My thing went. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on what was said?
I'll leave it as it is. I'll definitely play it.
Huh?
No, I'll leave it as it is. I still would give Johnson a chance. I still think there's something there. There's something there, man. Just give him a chance. Give him a few more games. I get him against a less prolific.
Can you put him in the gym or
defender,
something, please? Can you put him in the gym?
I don't want to hear no more smack talk about Rasmus again either, you know, from none of you lot, you know.
All right, Rasmus Højlund, his goal was good, but as the commentator pointed out, what is Romero doing having his arm behind his back? That's what's getting on my nerves.
Because, bruv, the last game we should have given away a
penalty.
That comes from the Arsenal game.
We should have had a penalty last time, so he's learned his lesson.
Well, that comes from the Arsenal game as well, when he did have his hands up and he gave away a pen, and which I thought was unfairly given against him, to be fair. But look, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Big up to Saint Martini, What's the Point, Freddie SP, Jonas, Callum, Official TV. Big up to all of you that have come in and shown love. Wayne Hennessy, the Arsenal guy, James, Alan Bennett as well, Talking Bear, United FC, Malia, Here to There, the Assembled. Yeah, all the people there. Thanks for joining in. Tottenham went up to Old Trafford. We got the draw 2-2 with a depleted squad. Man United are in the mud. The one thing I will say, Traps, and you have to admit it, and Marlon said it at the beginning of the show when he joined. We grew up on Man United being a top team.
Oh my
and we grew up with Tottenham
I'm not trying to hear the sermon. End the stream, bro.
8th, 9th, 10th. Based on today's performance, I feel like it's Freaky Friday. Manchester United and Tottenham have swapped places. Definitely, because your club is dusty. And on that note, we say good night. Thanks, Trap. See you later on Never a Foul. George, thanks for tuning in, joining in, my bro. I'll see you later where we chop up these Man United fans in more detail.
What time's that stream?
Thank you. So, yeah, I'm just ending the
stream. What time's that stream?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tonight. Make sure everyone checks it out. Never a Foul. Thank you.
You're going to get knocked out of the FA Cup.
Hell no.
You get knocked out.